people to move there. This will include the United States, which will be competing for increasingly scarce immigrants and will be doing everything it can to induce Mexicans and other nationalities to come to the United States. Sila na rin ang magmamakaawat. One of these days, they'll be coming to Butuan. Kakatok sa pintuan ninyo. Yung U.S. ambassador will say, "Excuse me, is there anyone here who would like to immigrate to the United States?" Ganun ang mangyayari pagdating ng araw. Sapagkat kinukulang sila ng mga tao because of their defective population policy, which until now the RH people refuse to accept and refuse to recognize. Human face, low fertility in Asia. South Korea. Dati, sabi nila, South Korea, magaling ang population control na. Now, what is South Korea doing? They have now allocated $67 billion for the next 5 years. Alam niyo kung magkano ang $67 billion? That is almost double the national budget of the Philippines. Gagamitin nila para lang ma-encourage yung kanilang population growth rate. After years of promoting family planning, in a crowded nation of over 50 million, South Korea has in recent years become increasingly alarmed at the prospect of an aging society with a huge pensions bill and too few workers to sustain economic growth. Itong plan na approved ng Cabinet represents a 79% rise allocated for the last 5-year plan in order to improve the fertility rate of Koreans. Baliktad sila doon ngayon. Population decrease in South Korea. Itong napakahusay na investment banking group, Goldman Sachs, very popular in New York. Anong sabi nung chairman ng Goldman Sachs Asset Management, si Jim O'Neill? Ang sabi niya, right now Korea is ahead of several other countries. But as we approach the year 2050, and that is a few years from now, Korea will enjoy that lofty status. Hindi na siya mag-enjoy sa mataas na status because mahuhuli na siya, it will lag behind Indonesia, the Philippines, and even Nigeria. Yan ang prediction ng Goldman Sachs na mauunahan natin in about 30, 40 years time ang Korea. 30 years, 40 years, mahabang panahon ba yan? Hindi po. I remember when I was at the Naval Academy in America, I was a Filipino midshipman. There was a Korean midshipman there. Ang pangalan niya, Dak Won Cho. We were talking, we were sharing experiences in the developing country. But Dak Won Cho, the Korean, was telling me, you know, we envy the Philippines because you're already advancing and we're trying to catch up. But we're working hard. We want to catch up with the Philippines. That was in 1970, 40 years ago. Now, ano ang sitwasyon? Hindi lang nakahabol ang Korea, inunahan pa tayo ng Korea ng milya-milya. Pero kayo mag-alala, sabi ng Goldman Sachs, because of the defective population policy, the Philippines together with Indonesia and Nigeria will overtake Korea. Kaya mababawian natin ang Korea in the next 30 years. Konting tulog na lang. Huwag lang manalo yung RH. Pag manalo ang RH, goodbye. German birth rate falls to post-war record low. By the way, balikan sa Korea, alam niyo ang problema sa Korea. They have a smaller elementary school population today than they had in 1970. Can you imagine that? Kaya kumukunti talaga ang taon lang. Same with Germany. It can fall from 82 million to 50 million by 2050. Mapuproject mo na yan. Kasi kukunti na lang ang mga nanganganak sa kanila doon. Alam nila that in the next 30 years, kukunti lang ipanganganak. Liliit ang populasyon nila because many of them are going to die because that is inevitable. Aging population in China. Ito naman, the Chinese leaders are rethinking a 30-year-old one-child policy. China may relax its one-child rule. Looming population crisis forces China to revisit one-child policy. Washington Post po yan. Hindi ho tabloid, hindi Roy Lugones yan. Washington Post. USA Today. Of course, ito Manila Times, but quoting the AFP, the Agence France Press, puro may population crisis at China because of their one-child policy. Hungary, Hungarian population falls below 10 million. And you know, in Hungary, they are talking already of worrying about extinction. Extinction ang worry nila sa Hungary. Again, because of the defective population policy. Canada, ganun din, meron silang AIDS problem sa Canada, AGE. But then, of course, we have one of the best economists in the Philippines, the Governor of the Central Bank. Ano sabi ni Governor Tetanco? A large population can be a blessing to the Philippines if this is harnessed to drive up domestic demand. So, ang solusyon is economic strategy na naman. Hindi po population policy, kundi economic strategy. Turuan yung mga mahirap, bigyan sila ng hanap buhay, bigyan sila ng livelihood, bigyan sila ng skills para magkaroon ng hanap buhay. Clinton. Alam niyo, nung dumating si Bill Clinton last month, November, ang dami mga RH, pro-RH people, nagpunta sa Manila Hotel. Naghihintay sila sa idol nila, dahil akala nila, magsasalita si Bill Clinton, pro-RH. Pero, muntik na silang himatayin when Bill Clinton said, you have a huge population, which is a positive. Bill Clinton, former President of the United States. Anong sabi ng RH people? Stupid na si Bill Clinton. Former President, just because he said something, we just had an agreement with them, biglang naging stupid. One of the most brilliant presidents in the United States. At sabi nila, well, iba naman sinasabi ni Hillary Clinton. So they quoted and quoted Hillary Clinton, but they forget, or they conveniently forgot, that Hillary Clinton is not only for reproductive health, but Hillary Clinton is for abortion. Russia, ito ang talaga nakakagulat sa lahat. Russia, November 30, the Russian President, Dmitry Medvedev, delivered his SONA. Meron din silang SONA sa Russia, State of Russia speech. Anong sabi ng Russian President? Ang sabi niya, he devoted the largest part of his annual State of Russia speech to reversing Russia's population decline. If Russian couples have a third child, they will get a baby bonus, better healthcare, and free land to build a house. 20 years ago, binababa nila ang population nila. Ngayon, magbibigay sila ng free land. At sabi ni Medvedev, dapat magkaroon ng 3 or more babies in Russia. But of course, the United States will not want this because they don't want Russia to have a big population. Because when Russia has a big population, it becomes a more powerful country. Kaya tinuturuan pa nila. AID ng US, UNFPA, World Bank, ano parang tinuturo, through the NIH, dapat babaan nyo ang inyong populasyon. Tapos may warning pa. May dumating na isang supposed American demographer, population expert, sabi nila, pag hindi na natin binabaan ang population growth rate natin, magiging katulad tayo ng Somalia, which I consider a big insult because there is no comparison between Somalia, one of the poorest countries in the world, and the Philippines. In the first place, Somalia has a population density of 12. Tayo 266. Ano yung sabihin? Palilitin natin yung population natin para magkatulad tayo ng Somalia. And it turns out, ito si Malcolm Potts pala, is a self-confessed abortionist. Hindi lang population expert, kundi abortionist. Ano sabi niya sa kanyang paper? Sabi niya, he was the first physician to promote the technique of uterine manual vacuum aspiration. Alam niyo ba yung vacuum aspiration? Alam niyo yung vacuum cleaner kung anong ginagawa? Ganon ang manual vacuum aspiration. Abortion perspective, may ginawang article si Malcolm Potts. Ang sabi niya, I look at abortion from the perspective of a doctor who has performed abortions. Pinagmalaki pa niya. A physician who also has a PhD in embryology and as someone who had the privilege of working all over the world in various aspects of human reproduction and sexuality. And then he ended by saying, very proudly, sabi niya, I was perhaps the first Western physician to do outpatient vacuum aspiration abortions under local anesthesia.